Before the crossroads, before the ships carved the oceans into corridors of conquest, before the swords arrived gleaming with empire, before verses from foreign lands called Africans to new faiths, there was already spirit. And not just spirit, but presence. Living gods, breathing ancestors, sacred order rooted in soil, water, flame, and sky. Africa knew the divine not as an idea, but as a reality. A voice in thunder, a whisper in wind, a guide in farming, family, justice, and dream. This is not mythology. This is not folklore. This is a cosmic memory buried beneath centuries of silence. It is the untold prelude to civilization, the sacred rhythm of a continent in conversation with its soul. North, Kemet, Nubia, and the Berber realms of flame and sand. In the north, under the scorching eye of the sun, Kemet rose. Kemet, known today as ancient Egypt, was not just a land of pyramids and kings. It was a place where gods walked with architects and scribes. Ammonius-Ra, the sun god, was not just worshipped. His light was life, his absence death. He ruled the skies and fueled the crops. Isis, mother of magic, knew the secrets of the afterlife. She stitched her slain husband Osiris back together, a divine act that taught generations the power of love, healing, and resurrection. Maat, goddess of truth, didn't offer opinion. She was balance itself. Her feather judged the souls of the dead. If your heart outweighed it, chaos claimed you. Further south, in Nubia, the line between king and priest blurred. The divine infused royalty and power was never secular. The moon held sway here, as did sacred rivers connecting nations and destinies. The Berber peoples of the Sahara revered the celestial stars, moon deities, and the desert queen Tinhainen, a divine ancestor who led her people not with conquest, but with vision from the gods. Here, civilization was built on spirit. Kings ruled because they were chosen by gods, not just by birth. West, Yoruba, Ifa, Dahomey, and Ashanti realms of divine order. To the west, the divine formed councils, not monarchies. Pantheons ruled in dialogue. Among the Yoruba, Orunmila was the sage, the god of wisdom. Through Ifa, the sacred system of divination, the gods spoke in coded verses, guiding choices from marriage to warfare. Ogun, god of iron and innovation, forged tools and societies. His blessing was needed for war and for peace. Oya, goddess of storms and transformation, ruled winds, change, and the gate between life and death. She was not feared, she was honored, for change brings growth. Shango, lord of thunder and justice, enforced divine law with lightning. Above all was Olodumare, the eternal source. Not seen, not shaped, but ever present. All flows from Olodumare. All returns. To the south in Dahomey, Mawu and Lisa, twin deities, balanced sun and moon, male and female, fire and calm. They were not opposites, they were harmony. In the Ashanti realms, ancestors were alive. Not in memory, but in presence. They influenced decisions, watched over children, corrected wrongs, and blessed rights. To live well was to honor those who came before. Your spirit was a map. You didn't walk alone. Every step was guided by gods, oracles, ancestors, and balance. Center, Congo and the living spirit in all things. At the heart of the continent, in the lush lands of the Congo, spirituality was not confined to shrines. It lived in rivers. It moved through drums. It pulsed in the hands of blacksmiths and midwives. Nzambi Mpungu, the creator god, was not far away. He was in everything, tree, stone, breath, and silence. But divine communication wasn't abstract. It flowed through nkisi, sacred containers of power. Charms, carvings, idols infused with spirit. They could protect, heal, curse, or bless. To own nkisi was not superstition. It was to carry a relationship with the spirit world. The Congo cosmology understood duality. Life and death, body and spirit, seen and unseen. All woven together. Every action had spiritual consequence. This was not religion as we know it. It was a system of alignment. To live wrongly was to cause imbalance. To live rightly was to honor creation. East, Ethiopia, Kush, and the divine Queen of Sheba. In the mountains and valleys of the east, the sky god Wak ruled not with wrath, but with rain. He spoke through clouds, nourished the land, and judged no one unfairly. In Kush, gods and kings were entwined. Temples stretched toward the sky, not for glory but as bridges to the divine. The Queen of Sheba, known across scriptures, was not merely a traveler. She was a ruler guided by ancient spirits, carrying the divine within her bloodline. Ethiopia claims the Ark of the Covenant not as a relic, but as living proof of sacred continuity. Orthodox Christianity there did not erase older beliefs. If fused with them, you'll still find the echoes of sun gods and river spirits, in chants, icons, and holy traditions. In the East, the sacred was lineage. To be born was to inherit spiritual purpose. South, Zulu, San, and the ancestral currents. In the South, the Zulu people honored Unkulunkulu, the first ancestor who emerged from the reeds. He gave names to things. He gave life shape and meaning. Here, creation was not distant myth. It was memory passed from elder to child. The San, Africa's oldest living culture, didn't write their prayers, they danced them. Through trance they entered spirit realms, calling on animal spirits, ancestral forces, and cosmic truths. Their rock art, found in caves and cliffs, is not decoration. It is a visual theology, spirit recorded in pigment and line. The Kosa too believe the ancestors are not behind us. They walk beside us, correcting and guiding. In the South, the veil between worlds is thin. The living speak to the dead speak back. The sacred thread, remembering Africa's soul. From desert to delta, from mountain to plain, Africa has always known that the divine is not out there. It is here, in the fire that warms, in the river that feeds, in the elder's wisdom, in the child's dream. Before the arrival of missionaries and merchants, Africa was not lost. It was deeply found, rooted in a spiritual understanding as old as humanity itself. These gods were not jealous. They did not punish questioning. They did not demand suffering. They taught respect for the earth, for ancestors, for each other. To study African spirituality is not just to look back. It is to look inward. We are not starting a new journey. We are returning to an ancient one. The divine is not gone. It was never gone. It lives in the land, in the memory, and in those bold enough to remember. Thank you for listening. If your spirit stirred, share this wisdom. Let us speak the names again. Let us walk with the gods again. Let us remember who we were and who we still are.